Alright, welcome back everyone. There's some chess. We're back on the road to 1500. Last game was pretty interesting. We had a pretty silly game, honestly. Let me have a look if I can see the games here. This is pretty butterfly, yeah. So we started with a pretty straightforward pawn a4 like start. He moves his knight out. I move my knight out to protect. We create this like pretty symmetrical position. I break it with a bishop, moving towards this diagonal here. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here, but that's okay. Moves the pawn forward. I move the knight forward again to attack this. This pawn here. I noticed that right here, I don't actually have a super great. Can I like full screen this? Yeah. I don't actually have like a super great attack on this pawn anyway, so maybe I didn't need to do that. Maybe I should have instead moved this pawn up. But the plan I think at this point was to just kind of castle. He moves his queen here, his bishop to fork or to pin my knight to my queen. And this was what I had last time, and I kind of left it last time. So I was like, okay, well this time I'm gonna actually move this pawn up. He moves it back, I push my pawns forward, so you can see here that my kingside castling is really nothing special anymore. He moves it back, so I'm like, okay, well I pretty much developed my pieces decently well, I think. So I push my pawn up, he pushes his pawn up, I take, he moves his knight out to the middle of the screen, like to the side a little bit. I don't really know what to do here, so I just move my bishop forward, he moves his bishop forward, I move my knight to aggress that bishop and move my queen forward to try to attack, do a castle. He attacks with the bishop. I move my pawn forward, still pushing the pawn. I'm trying to get rid of this weird double pawn situation that I had here. So I push forward, take a couple things. He moves this move. This move here is pretty much the critical move, I think, that fucks me over really badly, because what happens is I am like thinking about this direct move. Oh wait, no, this might not be the right one. Yeah, here it is. Yes. So right here he moves his rook out, and I'm like, well, what the fuck is going on here? So I'm just like, well, I don't know what he's doing exactly, but what he's actually doing is he moves this rook to the E file, and then that pins, like that creates a discovered attack against my queen once he moves this knight down to my, oops, holy shit a moly, what the fuck was that? Alright, well, don't need that. He's gonna move his knight to the g6. Wait, what? Oh yeah. I was like, why can't I just take with this? That's right, because there's a discovered attack. I'm dumb. So he moves that pawn. I have no choice but to move this queen back. He ends up taking my rook, which is pretty bad. I trade. Then I get another skewer here. I have to move this piece here, I think. Oh no, I just take. The fuck? Oh, right, yeah. Oops. What the fuck? Oh shit. Okay, well, let's get this ahead again. Sorry, my bad. I still don't know the thing. So you can see at this point, actually, I'm up a pawn. But the second he makes this big move, I go down by quite a lot. Yeah, so he makes another move here. If I take, he trades. So it's like pretty good for him, I guess. I don't know why I moved this piece back. Oh, because he's also attacking this piece. He takes the pawn with my queen. I push the rook back to protect my dude. He does a good fork, I guess. And then here I'm like, well, I'm kind of fucked because, like, he can pretty much take this. Oh, sorry, like, what can he do? Yeah, he can take this like that. And then no matter what I do, I kind of end up behind. Like, even if I trade like this, I only take this and then he takes this. Like, I'm really far behind. This is like pretty much the terrible position I'm in. And then he makes this odd move of like trying to fork these two. And keep in mind at this point, I see this move here. where my queen is supported by this bishop on the light tile bishop to attack this square here, kill this pawn on the g2, and then that checkmates the king in that position. So like he gets this critical like mistake. I'm like, well, hang on a second. If I move this here, this queen here, I'm now forking these two. If he takes, I take, and then he takes, I take. So it's like he doesn't really win, right? And then I also can take that if I feel. So I'm like, okay, well that's not horrifying positioning. So that's like, okay, I guess. So I do that, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then I think at this point he's just like, what? So he moves the pawn. I'm like, wait, what? Do you not see what's going on here? Because obviously if I take here, nothing really changes, right? So I'm like, okay, well, I was like gonna move here, but I was like, then he'll just take. I'm like, no. So I take that. He takes. I move here, and I'm like, okay, well now I'm protected. Do you want to trade the queen or not? He doesn't see. He takes this thing for free, and I just fucking checkmate him. I'm like, what? Because he had probably the idea that he was gonna checkmate me here. Like that's checkmate. But I just had one turn earlier on my attack. So like even though I was ridiculously under position, I ended up winning anyway. It's kind of ridiculous. Anyway, so that's cool. Now going back to 15-10 again, and hopefully we will understand better our mid-game, because I feel like I tend to fall a lot in those cases. So we're fighting against Glinks S. Oh, game aborted. Okay, well, that one doesn't count. I don't want a rematch. I don't want that. Don't give me that. Okay, let's see another player. Let's try to get another one. Yeah, so I just need to think about like my positioning and stuff in the mid game. I need to be more aware of the tactics. Okay, so against Hagia, 1246 ELO. I'm at 1249, so this should be a more powerful opponent than our previous one. I don't really know what the opening play is. I just know that you go. The first move is pretty much always, pawn to e4, so that's good. Okay, he plays, I think that's like the Sicilian defense or something, or is this the Sicilian defense? I don't know. Does create some pressure on the mid side, so I'm kind of like not sure what to do about this. But that's okay. We'll just continue to reinforce our position, increase ourselves in the center. That's okay. We won't stress too hard about like playing the exact specifics of this matchup. That's fine. Okay, that's cool. It looks like he's creating some kind of like more defensive play along this file here. It seems kind of okay to me. I don't really feel too stressed about it. I don't want to block my bishop's move out yet, because if I move here, I'm going to block this light square bishop, making it kind of hard to move. So what I'll do instead is maybe move the bishop out first. Probably should spend a little bit more time in the opening. Maybe I could have moved this instead. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna move this rook, this knight up. I want a castle pretty quick, I think. That's like my goal. Okay, yep. So what can we do here? Should we just check him? Nah, it's probably not a good idea, right? Let's move... our knight to here. So I know that's going to block this queen for a sec. I could have put it here, but I figured I would block the queen anyway. Because my next move is after this castle. I think I want to push this up here. Get some control over the center here. He's got a sidewise attack on my center. I'm kind of not really too happy about that. I also want to open up this bishop here. So I'm going to... castle first, maybe? This is like kind of awkward positioning. I feel like I'm cramped again in the center. But he's given me a little bit of nice movement out, so I'm gonna take this. If I take this move, let's see. If I take this move, what can I do to additionally reinforce that position? Maybe move this bishop there. I still have the queen. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that. So I still have this knight protecting bishop. And what I can do is I can actually move this pawn up if I want, I guess. I don't know why I'd want that, but maybe I can. Possibly have our bishop go here, maybe. Attack this knight. Make sure he can't attack this pawn here. Because we kind of want to protect this pawn. I feel like he's a little bit underguarded at the moment. Worst come to worst, we can just kind of shift our defense over to here. To protect this, this here pawn. He's kind of lonely by himself, I suppose. Another thing we could do is move this pawn up. He takes. I take. Okay, that seems mostly fine to me. I take this knight now. That opens up this diagonal for my queen. If he takes, I take. That's pretty decent, I suppose. Got slightly more protection. This knight can't attack this square, so I'm happy. He can move this here. That doesn't really matter. Am I happy doing this? Okay, so let's say that he moves his pawn forward up. Yep. So what do I do now? Move this here? Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this here. I think. I'm kind of cramping myself away from the center again, unfortunately. Again, I'm still like struggling to really have this situation where I'm like comfortable with this. Okay, moves his bishop. Okay. Am I moving my queen too far away? Am I blocking off too many retreats? If I move my queen back here, he doesn't really have much to do, eh? But if I don't, I don't think I want to get rid of this tile here. What can I try to get at instead? So if I move my knight here, I get to this point and this point. Okay, I don't want to fork myself. I don't want to skewer myself. I think this is an okay move. I think. Gonna want to skewer next turn. Well, the problem is he can move here and then I move here and then he moves here. Oh shit, he got another discovered check on me. So if I take, he takes. Fuck. Put myself in yet another bad position. Fuck me. Okay. Yeah, I've moved this queen far too many times. Fuck, I backed myself into a corner too. Shit. I keep doing that. Hey. This is a really bad play. I know this is a bad play too. Fuck me. Okay. He's got control of the center now. I'm gonna move this bishop here to attack this pawn. I think that's the game plan right now. Well, actually, if he doesn't take this pawn, okay. Shit, man. So if I take here and he takes back, I take, and then he takes for free. So is it better for me to back off or trade? I'm gonna back my bishop up. I'm getting like pushed back. This is really rough. He's gonna get a move here to like get this piece out. I have no pawns in the front right now. It's kind of rough, to be honest with you. Having said that, if he wastes his next move... Wait, that's a pretty good move. Shit. Please don't see that. Lol. If he pushes this pawn forward, I'm gonna be in trouble. Well, actually, I'm not in that much trouble, to be honest. Can just move here, I guess. Man, I'm in like... I've always like... I keep choking myself out with these games, eh? Fuck me. Alright, well, that's fine, I guess. I don't know. This game of chess is a very stressful game. Until I'm like confident. I don't know if I can properly commentate these games. I feel like I'm not really understanding the basics of protecting my board. It seems like I can make moves that I feel are robust over and over again, and then I'll just like make an error, and then suddenly the game will be over, or it'll be in like horrifyingly bad positioning. Okay, he didn't see that. Don't really know what that's for, if I'm being completely honest with you. He just blocks off a diagonal of his own. It's fair enough. Is there a tactic here? 1, 2, 3, 4 check. 1, 2, 3, 4 check. If I get a check here, does anything really change? Not really. So I think it's better to make this move. If I get to here, I can influence these 4 squares. If I can get this one here, that's pretty good. Move my horse here. Oh, my bishop there. Start connecting these rooks. It took a while though, we got there. Our rooks are connected. His rooks aren't connected. I don't know how that helps me in theory, but we'll see. I want to spend a time moving this here, I think. If he's not actively threatening me in any position, I want to move there. Okay, again, I didn't really find that to be like super threatening. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, damn it. I mean, that's still pretty good. So he can choose to take, and then I take, if he doesn't realize it. Or if he doesn't choose to take, he makes some other random move, then I move here, he takes, I take, he takes? Oh shit, that's not good. Lol. Maybe this position isn't as good as I thought it was. Perhaps so that if I can bait that. So what I'll do next turn. Yeah, okay. So let's see. If I move here, I'm waiting to get this queen position there. How can I move his queen? Is there any way I can move his queen? Nothing I'm really doing is making any difference, so for now what I can do is I am cutting off my retreat. I definitely can't en passant here. I'm gonna just do this. Remember that. Okay. He takes, I take. I don't really see how this position was better than his previous position, because now he's skewering me lightly. Is this position better maybe? Maybe this is better. Because if I move this, if I take here, he takes, and then like, does that really give me a benefit? I can push this pawn up, but then the knight just runs away. So maybe it's better for me to in fact do this. Protects this with a less important piece, breaks this skewer, then he can take this, I take this, and then he takes this, I take this. And this is already forking, so he can't really protect my knight, I suppose. Okay, castle. Okay. Okay. Let's protect this piece again. Let's move this rook out. So now we have a lot of pressure on this piece here. He's putting pressure on these squares. He has the potential to put in a move here and here. Maybe I'll move this pawn up. Perhaps that's what I want to do. So okay, he's made a move here. I don't want to take that pawn for sure. Maybe take here, trade here. Does that open anything else? Makes his bishop better. At the moment, I'm kind of okay with his bishop not being good. But I am locking his queen in place. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to retreat my bishop back, and I'm going to try to attack along this line instead. Like, if I'm applying the logic that he'll make a blunder before me, then I guess I have to just kind of keep playing this still, eh? Like, I have to just have faith that he's going to make a blunder and then I'm going to see it. Like, something has to be choked up, or like something has to happen for us to have this situation. Because like right now, this is like an okay situation to be in. Right now we have a whole bunch on the light tile squares and a whole bunch on the dark tile squares. So these bishops, both bishops are like kind of, you know what I mean? Kind of not having a lot of fun here. Maybe I can start pushing these pawns up, try to break this defense. Because right now there's like a lot of pieces here and I kind of want to open up his side. Okay, he's moved his queen. Was that a blunder? Yes, because now I get this. Sweet. Cool. Very cool. Sweet. He did make a blunder. That's a pretty big trade for us. It's a really nice trade. Like, I don't know where he was going with that. Really? I don't really know what he was looking for. I mean, like, he moves his queen up, sure, okay. So, what the fuck was he gonna do? He can't go here. He can't... Well, like, he can go here, but, like, what difference does that make, right? He can go here. He can go here. Like, all of them end up in him losing. So, like, I don't know what this move was. That was a really wasteful move. I mean, bro, that's fine. I don't give a fuck, really. I want to spend the turn pushing this rook up. He has to move this fucking bitch sometime, dude. He can't just, like, be sitting here fucking trolling me. So if he takes this, I take this. Yeah, like, fuck off. Does this make for an even more devastating play? So check, hang on, hold the phone. Check, he has to move here. Okay, hold on. Check, he has to move here. I take... Oh no, I can't take. Fuck. Should I just take the trade while it's still sweet? So what if I take here? Oh, okay, what if I do this? Check, he has to take... No, moving this is not good. I think we gotta take this trade. Here. If he takes like this... Okay, so what's he gonna do? He can take like this. I move here. Then he takes, I take. If I check... Okay. He takes, okay, so what? So what, he takes that. He has to take this. So he takes this, I take this. Or if he takes this, I take this, he takes this, and I'm gonna... Wait, so he can take, I take, he takes. So he's in an advantageous... He's in the same position as he was before. Okay. But then now this spawn is freed up. Okay, that's fine. Well, he just made a worse trade for himself then. Sweet. So he moves up here. I move back, because if I move back, I'm gonna stop this pawn push. I mean this guy here. Okay, stop that. Okay, I need to move this guy. Now I don't want to fall prey to that stupid one move checkmate from this rook here. So I'm just gonna be careful, and I'm gonna note that like whenever this pawn moves, I'm gonna have to be wary of this attack. Okay. This is a really bad position for my bishop. I think that I need to somehow like rectify this later on. Oh, I'm reconnecting. What the fuck? Okay. Thank God it was just a prank. Okay. Oh. I see a fork here between these two. But I don't have any way to like prevent this rook. So what I might do is move the rook here. I'm gonna set up for some devastating chess tactiques, if you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna set up for some fucking devastating chess tactiques. Alrighty then. We're in a pretty decent position. I think as things become more tooth and nail, we want to eventually have these pawns move up and kind of crash into their one a little bit. But right now, Okay. Oh man, fuck, you're really annoying, dude. You're like really fucking annoying right now. Okay. Do I really want to go back to the back line? I kind of have to, right? Unless I go here again. I kind of don't have time for that, though. I'm just going to stop this. I'm going to keep him in checkmate. Okay, if he doesn't move his bishop or his rook, I take a big tactic. But I assume that he's already looking at it, based on the fact that he's already made a move. That bishop, that knight in the center is doing some work, but I've paid for it in blood with my fucking move here. I might move here, try to get that double pawn if he's not doing anything cool. If he moves his bishop, if he moves his rook, I take another pawn, so that's good. I'm gonna have to move these pieces pretty quick, in my opinion. I'm gonna start running out of time soon though, so I need to like be careful. I really need more time, man. Fuck. So this is what happens, I guess, when I'm like thinking a lot about stuff. Oh wow, he made that move for me. Well, I mean, I guess. Thanks. The fuck? But why? He has to move this pawn out of this rook out of the way. Maybe he'll move it here. If he doesn't, I'm gonna get a pretty fucking devastating attack. I got a fork here. I think now at this point he's starting to feel the ropes. Oh, sorry, like starting to feel like he's on the ropes, I guess. Hopefully I can get him. Hopefully I can get him. Hopefully I can get him. Okay. Seems fine to me. I'll take that trade. He takes, I take. Yeah, I want to move this guy out. I was going to do this, but I'm like, there's no real point in doing that. He's just going to move his rook again. What the fuck was that? Okay. Did a hyperbolic, or like a phase shift back there. Just reverse time real quick. If he starts playing like a little fuck, I'm going to just push these pawns and see how I can protect him. If he wants to be that way. If he moves this rook like too far away, I'm going to move this knight, this bishop. I'm actually going to move this bishop out. Wow, my net is really being a piece of shit today. What is going on? Never would have thought that lag would play such a big part in fucking chess, but sure. So we're going to move this bishop, we're going to move this rook out at some point, and then we're going to have some nice c-file attack. Yeah, hopefully this looks pretty neat. Okay. Okay, how does that change anything? What the fuck is he trying to do with that? Like, that doesn't make a difference again. Like, what the fuck? What exactly is he trying to achieve here? It's hard to tell. But the good thing is that he's been spending a lot more time thinking, and the time gap is starting to tick down a little bit. I just wish I wasn't reconnecting and disconnecting so much. I don't know what the fuck this is. Okay. Okay, let's push. We have a 3-piece power play versus his 2-piece power play. I don't think he's going to be in a situation where he can stop this pawn push that easily without me kind of wrapping into his goddamn... What the fuck, man? Come on, man. Give me more time. Fuck. Like disconnecting all over the place. What the fuck is this? How's my net disconnecting? I'm playing chess, dude. Like, come on. The fuck? Bro. Yeah, I mean, like, call the cops, see if I give a fuck. Whatever. Guess we start pushing. Push, push, push. See what you got. See what you got, bruh. See what you got. I just wish these two pawns were out of the way so my fucking bishop would have a diagonal. I think I'm starting to see, like, the problem, but I'm not starting to see how to fix the problem. In fact, possibly I should have just moved up here. No, that would have... No, I'm an idiot. Oh, that was... my bad, lol. Whoops. Huh. I made a blunder. I made a oopsie. Do I just give him that? Okay, fuck it. We go for the push. We win. Come on. Fuck it. We I don't know. I'm just gonna play it by ear now. Fuck it. This is too much thinking. I don't like this. I'm gonna move here. He's gonna do some dumb shit like this. I'm gonna do this. He's gonna be like, oh, what the fuck is going on here? He has to move like away, one of these tiles, and then make a big dick play somewhere along the line. Probably move back if he moves to this tile here. He is on the dark squares, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but it's alright. Okay. Cool. Like, he can keep trying to take more pieces, and I'm just gonna keep trying to checkmate him. Like, if he wants to do that, that's fine. So I'll do this. He'll have to move away. I'll take this pawn. I'll take this rook. I mean, this pawn, yeah. And that'll cut down this, and I'll just choke his life out. I don't know how it works. I just know that my attack will eventually succeed. He's gonna just crack, and then I'll just see mate in 2 or something like that. I don't have the brain capacity at the moment to see a mate in like 4. So I'm gonna move here. Okay, he really is going for the kill, eh? So I'm check. Oh yeah, he just lost the game because he just fucking was an idiot. And he moved his bishop. I mean, he moved his rook. He literally just killed himself. Like, that was horrible. He just blundered like that. That was really bad. Because he loses now. Like, he has to move here, and then I just checkmate him. And then I win the game. Okay, then. You blundered by trying too hard to focus on the pawns. And meanwhile, I was like, no, I'm going to go ahead and kill you. Like, my aggression paid off really nicely there. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, that was a very satisfying end to the game. I had a decent life lead, or like a advantage lead the whole game. I played at least one good fork here. Like, that was a pretty decent game. And then, you know, like I Oops. Like, bam, 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 bam. I'm not really happy about this queen, but that's okay. I made some decent trades here. That was the really good trade right there. Like, forking here. Like, that was a nice move. And that kind of solidified my advantage. I pulled that last rook out at the end. Got him. I think he had one extra turn to kill me. Like, I think that's obviously what he was going for, but I still had this move, so I don't know. He didn't really have a win on me at all, if you think about it. Because actually, yeah, I still had that move. And then what? Like, he takes, I take, he takes. Like, who gives a fuck, right? Like, I don't care about that. I still got a bishop. I light square bishop and a rook to his no pieces left. Oh, his dark square bishop. So, like, that's chill. So, yeah, that was a really good match. Day 3, I showed some tactics. GG is what I'll say. But I don't think he's there, so... Alright, well, that was excellent. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I did get choked up a little bit, but, you know, that was a good game. So, yeah, see you later.